Hey guys, this is AllStar Game back with another episode of MLB The Show 19, Road to the Show, with our starting pitcher who is still a closer. And today we are going to be getting through the month of July, which includes the AllStar Game. And we will be getting all the way through the month. The 31st is our last game against the Chicago White Sox, so that will be the last game of the episode. So let's go ahead and get into the games. Looking at your season numbers, I think you're capable of being more effective from the stretch. I challenge you to raise the bar when runners are aboard. We have a double performance gain for pitching clutch. And we are going to interact with Gleyber Torres, the second baseman for the New York Yankees, ahead of the upcoming game. He texts us and says he's been on a tear at the plate. Focus on improving your team before you bother us. And he says that we should be ready to talk after the game then. And we did not get a chance to pitch against New York, but we are in Chicago, pitching against the White Sox with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the ninth. And here is Fuzzy McClutch. That was a little bit early. So here's the 1-0 pitch. And that gets by the second baseman, who's in a little bit of a shift, it looked like. And it looked like he was the only one in the shift. And now we have Jose Martinez, and no runs or walks. We don't care about a strikeout at this point. We just can't afford to give up a run. Wow. So now there's runners on first and second with nobody out. And it looked like he hit it almost in the same location. And Tilson will pinch run on first base, and here's Daniel Palka. He does have a home run against us. And there's strike one on a circle change. Curveball a little bit low. The count is 1-1. And that is a 3-run home run, and the game is over. We have blown the save and lost the game. That is Palka's second home run against us individually. And we're going to speak with the Pirates right fielder, Gregory Polanco, ahead of the upcoming game. And he sends us a text acknowledging our recent series loss. Way to kick us when we're down. We'll use that as motivation during this series. Says he's certain that you're not getting back on track this series, unfortunately. And here we are. We won the first of the 2 games against the Pirates, and we are pitching in the second. We have a 1-run lead. And let's try to retire the side in order. It is the bottom of the ninth. And that curveball was a little bit high. There we go, the count is 1-1. One and 2 after that pitch. And that's a foul. Still 1-2 to Frazier. And the count is 2-2 as the circle misses. And that is a fly ball to left field, caught for out number 1. And here's Colin Moran. And there's strike 1 as the fastball hits the zone. Strike 2 as the circle catches the bottom. And that is a fly ball that the shortstop is going to catch for out number 2. And here is Gregory Polanco. That was a good pitch for strike 1. And that is a fly ball to left field, and it looks like it's going to be caught. That is out number 3. And we have won. We picked up a save. And here we are. We are an American League All-Star. And we are right now, we're up by 4 in the top of the 8th. And we get to pitch in the All-Star Game. And that is strike 1. Strike 2 as he fouls off a circle. And there's a curveball fouled off. And there's a fly ball out to deep right field, and that will be caught for out number 1. And now we have Cody Bellinger, the first baseman for the National League. And he fouls off a circle for strike 1. And it's a deep fly ball out to left field that is caught for out number 2. And here is Anthony Rendon, the third baseman for the National League. Let's see if we can set the side down in order. There is strike 1 to Rendon. Strike 2 on a foul ball to Rendon. And let's see if we can get him here. We're going to go for a fastball. That is going to be a hit. It looks like it will likely be a double as it goes all the way to the wall. And they'll get that in. That was a good hit. And there is ball 1 to Juan Soto, the left fielder. And that is a home run. So we give up a home run in the All-Star Game to Soto. We are still up by 2. And Acuna Jr. fouls off a fastball. Or Acuna Jr. And there's ball 1 on a fastball that just misses low and outside. And that's a fly ball out to right field, and it is going to be caught for out number 3. And Jose Alvarado will come in for the save. And we have won. And here we are against the Cleveland Indians, and it is tied at 3 at the top of the 9th. And we get ahead on a 0-1 count. And it's 0-2. And that circle missed a little bit low. Not by a lot. And the third baseman catches that line drive for out number 1. And here's Isaac Jackson. And that's strike 1 on a fastball right down the middle. Strike 2 on another fastball. And a line drive to second base for out number 2. Good catch by Flores. And here's Lindor. Circle catches the side of the zone for strike 1. Strike 2 as a fastball catches the inside. And he swings through a curve, and it's thrown to first to complete the out. And we are back in the 10th. Let's go without allowing a run or a hit. There is out number 1 on a ground ball to the second baseman. And here is Travis Shaw. And that is strike 1 on a fastball. It's a ground ball. The third baseman will get that. Everybody's in the shift. And that is out number 2. And here is Tyler Naquin. And that is strike 1 on a circle. And that is a line drive out to left field for out number 3. And we have won. Our pitching staff hasn't registered as many Ks as most teams in our league. Let's take that as a challenge. Strikeouts per 9 has a double performance gain. And we're going to speak with the relief pitcher Johnny Bromberg ahead of the game. And the relief pitcher has said he's been on a tear at the plate. Again, focus on improving your team before you bother us, and we should be ready to talk after the game. And here we are against the Minnesota Twins. We start off against C.J. Cron. It is the top of the ninth. We have a 1-run lead. And we start off with a fastball down low for ball 1. And a fastball outside for 2-0. And that one was high, but he swung at it anyway. So the count is 2-1. We haven't pitched a single pitch inside this at-bat. There we go. That's a fly ball out to center field, and that is caught for out number 1. And here is Max Kepler, the left fielder. And that's ball 1, as that just misses the inside corner. Strike 1 as that catches the outside. And that's a foul for strike 2. And a good sliding catch for out number 2 by the left fielder. And here's Garver. And that's a curveball that catches the lower outside corner for strike 1. And that one is fouled for strike 2. And another foul. And another foul. And another foul. And that is a fly ball out to center field, and that is caught for the last out of the game, and we come away with the save. And here we are against the Chicago White Sox. And we start off with Mike Gerber. And actually, let's try to do it without even allowing a hit. There's ball 1. Ooh, that's a hit. Barely, but it's a hit. So right off the bat, we fail that one. We could still get the save. There we go, double play. It's a good pitch. He put it right where I needed him to. And here is Kevin Lopez. He's 1 for 3 with the single today. Let's see if I can make him 1 for 4. And that's strike 1. Ball 1 just a little bit high. And that's strike 2 on a foul. And the count is 2-2 on that wild pitch. And that looks like that is going to be another hit. It's going to be at least a double. He's going to... Nope, he made the turn and then turned back. So that is a double. We have a runner on second with 2 outs. Just hit it right in between them. And now it's Rondon. He's 0 for 3 today. That's strike 1. The count is now 1-1. 2-1 as we're losing a handle on our control. And that is going to be caught for out number 3, and we have the save. And we're going to do a bullpen session on our curveball break. And there's the results. And here we are pitching in Boston. We have a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 9th. And let's just not allow a run. First up is Brinson. And he fouls off a fastball for strike 1. And he misses a fastball for strike 2. And we strike him out looking with a curve, low and outside. And here is Jacoby Jones. He's 1 for 3 with the single today. He has a 172 average on the year. And he tries to bunt, and the third baseman covers it wonderfully for out number 2. And here is Andrew Benintendi. 276 average, 21 home runs on the year. And that's strike 1. Strike 1 with a circle right down the middle. Curveball right down the middle, and he just looks at that one for strike 2. And that fastball's a little bit high, so the count is 1-2. And that is going to be a double. I don't think he's going to go for any more, and he is not. So we have a runner on second with 2 outs, and we have a 1-run lead. And here's Xander Bogaerts. And we miss a little bit inside on that for strike 1. And that's going to be a single, and he's not going to try to come home on that. He's going to stop at third. So we've got runners on the corners with 2 outs. And Julio Castro with a 191 average on the year is at the plate. And that's a fly ball, and the right fielder will catch that for the 3rd out, and we have the save. And here we are in Chicago, in the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run lead. And Lopez watches a curveball for strike 1. And that's a foul ball for strike 2. And another foul. Still strike 2. And another foul. And he watches a circle as it hits the bottom of the zone to strike him out, looking. And here is Jake Dye, 2 for 4 today with a double and a single. And that'll be ball 1. Low and outside. And he'll get that by the shortstop for a single. And here is Yoan Moncada. And that's strike 1. He holds up and it's a called strike. And that's a foul ball for strike 2. And that's another foul. And the count is 1-2. And that will be a fly ball out to left. And that's out number 2. And here is Jose Martinez. He's got a home run and a single today. And that's ball 1 inside. And that is a foul ball. The count is 1-1. And the count is 1-2 after that foul. And another foul. And that circle just catches the bottom of the zone for strike 3, and we have another save. And we went 9-15 this month. We have a total of 25 saves. Our ERA is 3.72 in 38.2 innings. And we have 24 strikeouts and a whip of 101. And in the standings, we are surprisingly in second place, 22 games behind the Cleveland Indians. And we are in second place in the American League Central, 22 games back. And we are only 5 games out of the final wild card spot, behind both the Astros and the Angels, who right now have tied for the final spot. And that is going to end today's episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is AllStream That. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.